It's bad, you know.
All right, back on track. Monday night, the Owl's Nest Barbecue Catch-Up Show. I'm Steve Ray, your host, owner of Owl's Nest Barbecue Supply in Ooltewah, Tennessee, right next to the Midnight Oil service station, which is mine as well, right there on Lee Highway. If you're visiting our area and you want to come by, a lot of people that don't live around here that watch the show and say, "Where's your at, Steve?" I am in Ooltewah, Tennessee, and it is right off of exit number 11. If you're heading southbound, you get off at the Ooltewah exit, go to the red light, turn left, go back under the interstate, just keep looking to your left, and you'll see us. If you're coming northbound, get off at the Ooltewah exit, come to the light, turn right, look to your left, and you'll see us. I can literally hit an 8 iron and hit the interstate. I promise you. Well, maybe a three wedge or a three hybrid. Maybe not an 8 iron anymore, but I used to be able to. But probably a three hybrid now. But I'm right by the interstate. You can't miss us. And we'd love to see you. I love it when people come by and they've never been there before. And, they're just traveling through and they stop by and say, wow, this is a neat place. Yeah, it is a neat place. We invite you to come. Pete's on vacation, big surprise. He'll be back with us on 2 weeks. It'll be 2 weeks from tonight because next Monday is Memorial Day. Man, one of my favorite weeks out of the entire year. The summer buzz starts getting going. People start getting out and buying stuff, buying grills, buying Badger barrels, buying pit barrel cookers, Napoleon kettle grills, Green Mountain Grill pellet grills, Southern Q gravity feed grills. We've got all those at the store, and people are out looking at them. And we've also got charcoal, we've got pellets, we've got wood chunks. Anything you need for fuel, we've got plenty of it. So come on by. We're kind of like your one-stop shop. We got a few things to go over before I bring in our special guest tonight. In Memphis. Memphis in May was last weekend. If even if you don't follow competition barbecue, everybody's heard of Memphis in May, especially in our area. And our friend and vendor Heath Riles won that this year with ribs. And congratulations to you, Heath. We're glad you did well. And winning it with ribs is tough, but that's how good his ribs are. So take note. You can win Memphis in May with ribs. Just ask Keith Riles. He did it. And then across the way in Memphis at Smoke Slam, another friend of the show, Robbie Royal, won Smoke Slam, and he won a boatload of money. I don't think they've finished counting that money yet, but Robbie Royal went across there and won the Smoke Slam. So two big barbecue contests in Memphis this past weekend. Heath Riles won Memphis in May. Robbie Royal won Smoke Slam. So congratulations. At Smoke Slam, they also had another contest, which was a barbecue sandwich eating contest. That's right. And you know what a follower I am of Major League Eating. I love it. James Webb, the eating wonder from down under in Australia, he won. Now get this. The sandwiches were 7 ounces each. They were sliders. 7 ounces of barbecue on each sandwich. Okay. 7 ounces. That's a lot of barbecue. He ate 24 barbecue sandwich sliders in 10 minutes. 24 in 10 minutes. That's a wow factor. Second place went to Jeff Esper. He won 23 and a half. He ate 23 and a half. So James Webb just barely beat him by half a sandwich. So that was close. A photo finish, just like the Preakness was this year. They won by a nostril. Pat Bertoletti from Chicago, our buddy, he came in third with 21 and a half. Nick Weary came in fourth with 19 and a half sandwiches, and in fifth place was his wife, Mickey Sudo, with 15 sandwiches. So congratulations to those guys. And the reason I kind of followed a little closer this year because Nathan's is coming up, and the Nathan's hot dog eating contest, which is the granddaddy of them all, as they used to say about the Rose Bowl. It's Nathan's, and we're hoping Joey Chestnut will be there. But if he's not, these guys will put on a show. And look for James Webb is a name to be reckoned with. He is moving up the charts. He has several world records. So, see, when you sit down with your friends and watch the Nathan's hot dog eating contest, you'll know about these people. You'll know the background. If you watch the show, you'll know the background. You go, hey, I heard of that guy. He won. He won the. He won the pork sandwich contest. Hey, that guy won the bologna sandwich. Hey, that guy won the shortcake sandwich, or the shortcake contest. So you'll know about these guys, and that's why we go over stuff like this. Just want to tell you, the Blackstones are in stock at the store now. Uh, we are the newest Blackstone dealer in the United States. Come on by. We've got 3 in stock and more on the way. I've got some accessories coming too. That's going to be a fun product. We're gonna have a good time with that. The pit barrel cookers are in stock, always in stock, has been since day one. The Napoleon kettles got here. They're in stock. We cooked on one this past Saturday. First time I had ever cooked on a kettle. Can you believe that? I've never cooked on a kettle, and it did fantastic. We cooked some hot dogs and a hamburger. And we also, like I said, we have wood chunks, pellets, and charcoal. We're your one-stop shop for all of your cookout needs. That's Al's Nest Barbecue Supply in Ooltewah. We want you to come by and visit with us, especially this week. You'll be amazed. If you haven't been there, you will be amazed at the things we have that will help you make your Memorial Day picnic and Memorial Day cookout a whole lot better. We're going to bring these 2 guys in. Now, live and direct from Rock Spring, Georgia, none other than Michael Williams, one of my favorite people on the earth, and his buddy Jason Penley, one of my other favorite people on this earth. What's going on, fellas?
Howdy, howdy.
Good evening.
You guys are coming off a big old showing this past weekend in Winchester, Tennessee, at the High on the Hog backyard barbecue contest. Michael, just get in, kind of describe before we get into your entry, and you finished 3rd place. We'll let everybody know about that. And that was a big crowded field of backyard. One of the best backyard people, or all the backyard people that were there, or were top drawer. But tell everybody about that contest. Kind of give us a feel for it.
Well, Steve, it's set on Tim's Ford's a lake, the Tim's Ford's Lake. It's a campground. It was very beautiful. Nice breeze coming off the lake. Nice area to set your campers up, your trailers or whatever. And it was ran very well. Our turn-in site was what, a minute from us?
Oh,
minute
yeah.
and a half. We were really close to turn-ins.
100 yards, that's
Yeah.
that.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
we got really lucky about that. We kind of picked our spot at the end because we came in late on Friday. Overall, a great contest. I mean, one of my favorites so far.
Yeah, very nice place. Like you said, the grounds were, superb for for that type of event. And they
Yep.
put on a good contest over there. The organizers did a fantastic job.
Yep,
Was it a campground?
it was. Yes.
Oh, that's nice. They have a little,
Yep.
so you got your own like slip with
Oh, yeah.
power and
So-
everything right there.
So to speak, yeah.
Yeah, we had power.
Yep.
Every spot. Yeah.
That's nice. Now tell us, this was a 2 meat contest where you guys turned in ribs right there, and you turned in chicken right
Yep.
there. Two fantastic looking boxes. Those ribs, look at those ribs.
Those are
And
not
Jason-
AI generated either.
Not yet. No, those are good looking boxes. Michael or Jason, we'll go first. Let's run over your chicken entry, because that thing was just beautiful.
Thank you.
Well, you're gonna have to give us some secrets now. You're gonna have to. What did you cook on? How long did you cook? That kind of stuff. What kind of chicken was it?
I cooked them on a drum barrel cooker. I've kind of grown to like drum chicken, what we've been calling it.
Yep.
Like the flavor
Yeah.
that it imparts in the chicken. It's hard to beat that direct over charcoal cooking to me. But so far in these comps, I've been allowing a 2-hour window for cooks from the time that I put them on the barrel or the drum to turn in time. I want 2 hours.
Quick cook. In barbecue speaking, that's
Oh,
quick.
yeah.
That's quick cook.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We're hot. Both of us are cooking hot and fast. Needles up.
Yeah.
Are you cooking those chickens in a pan though, like in a pan first?
Not first, no.
Not
No,
really.
I put them directly over the coals on a pizza screen.
Pizza screen.
Yeah.
What is it? Show me what a pizza screen is, Jason. I
He'll
believe
be
he's got
right
one
back.
right
He's
there.
getting one.
I have them over here in the sink in the cook shack here because I just washed them.
Well, that's neat. Now, I've never seen a pizza screen. What's it really used for?
So it is used for pizzas actually. It's like a I don't know. I want to say it is perforated, of course, but it's very textured. And theory behind this is the way with it being textured like it is. When I place the thigh on the chicken screen, it's got enough resistance that it kind of holds it. However, I form it like the little pillows, like you see, in my turn-in box. It helps hold that shape until I get ready to butter bath them and pan them. It helps assist with that shape. A lot of guys are running what they call foul forms, and I have some of those too. I kind of ride the fence on whether I use them or not here lately. I have not used them. I have used them before, but when I switched to this, I have not been using foul forms.
And explain to the people that might not know what you're trying to do with the foul form, and just tell everybody what you're trying to do.
Basically to hold that uniform shape. The foul form is I say a device. It's a little stainless steel strips that interlock together like a grid, and they're designed to set right down in a half pan. And then it's got 8 slots in it to set up for 8 thighs per pan. And you can put your butter and stuff around it, and it keeps your chicken from spreading out during the cooking process.
Jason, I always thought that the way competition chicken is done, especially thighs, is that is one of the meats that can transfer over to your backyard for your parties and things. I think they're so tasty, and you can make them they're so easy to eat. That have you ever served them other than the contest? Yeah, I think they're.
I have not. I've actually never been a thigh person until I started cooking the competition stuff with these guys. Even growing up, like my grandmother was not a person to cook chicken thighs. She cooked chicken legs and breast and stuff growing up. But I don't know that I'd ever eaten a thigh before I started cooking competition.
I'm the same way. I never gave thighs a thought before I started.
I've got a picture right here on my phone of them actually sitting on the pizza screen. I'm not sure whether I can get a good.
I'd bring it down just a little bit. Yeah, that's not bad. Right there. Hold it right there. That looks good.
So that's them, my thighs from this past weekend actually sitting on the pizza screen.
And how many did you cook? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
16.
13? 16.
16.
To get 6.
Yeah, it varies on how I'm feeling. I have cooked 12. I've cooked 12 a couple of times. This last weekend, I did cook 16. 16 to get 6.
So how long are you leaving them on that pizza screen before you get them into the pan? About approximately.
About 45 minutes.
Roughly.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you put them in the pan and put them in the butter.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And then put them back on the barrel. And do they continue cooking on the barrel till you turn them in?
Yeah.
Yes.
I barrel cook from start to finish.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people take them out of the pan and put them on the barrel before they turn them in. So you kind of do it backwards.
Well, and then at the end, when I'm setting the sauce, they go back on the barrel out of the pan when I'm setting the sauce at the end.
Yeah. Well, Jason, they look just fantastic, and they look just super edible. I mean, that's what you judge. They say if you tell the judges when you open that box, the first thing you want to know is, do I want to eat that? And definitely that's your chicken box. Michael, let's move over to those ribs. Now you are, when Heath won the Memphis in May contest with ribs this past weekend, I immediately thought of you. are the rib man in this town,
Yeah.
this area, barring none. And you cook them all the time. You practice.
Yeah.
And I thought, now Michael could go to Memphis and win that Memphis in May with his ribs.
I don't know about that.
But Michael, they look good. They look real
They were
good. Look
pretty
how
good.
look how uniform they are.
Yeah, I mean, and presentation's important, and preparation. Trimming your ribs down, and just cooking what you need. This is different than cooking backyard ribs for your family. Uh,
Yeah.
So you're cooking what you need. It's a little different than cooking the chicken thighs, where you're overcooking to try to get a bunch. I try to streamline it and not cook a lot more than what I actually need to cut up and slice, and serve.
Now, how many ribs do you cook to get?
Wow.
Eight pieces in the box. Oh no, they froze it.
Uh,
Did you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
How many racks of ribs do you cook?
I cook this last weekend. I cooked 4 racks of ribs.
Mm-hmm.
I normally cook 3. If I'm cooking on a drum, I cook 3 racks. I took the gravity fed smoker, so I had a little bit of extra room, and I thought, why not throw it on there as an assurance? And I'm glad that I did cook 4.
Because when you turn yours in, Michael, do you try to get them all from the same rack, or
do
are
not.
you're trying to work a tenderness puzzle?
There's only certain ribs from each rack that I want to slice and turn in.
Mhm.
So you could see that those were all kind of thick, and they weren't thick and then down to the smaller ones, kind of the way a rack of ribs go. Those
Yep.
were all the same ribs from each rack.
Well, they look just super. And you finished. I think you said the ribs finished third.
Their third place. It was a 3-way tie for second, and I
Uh-huh.
lost the second place spot because of my drop score.
That was with both of us tied 4 positions.
Yeah.
We both tied. I tied for 7th and 6th, or tied for 6th.
Yeah.
And both of us lost the drop score, which dropped us down.
Isn't that amazing that
Yeah.
they judge them on so many decibel points out, but then people still get ties.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
like Michael's
always
ribs were a
amazing.
175.861 or something, and my
Yeah.
chicken was a 174.431 or something. Yeah,
And that's out of 180. 180 would be perfect.
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's pretty darn close.
Well, and that's where we got into the 350 club too. Both of
Yeah.
our combined scores were north of 350, just barely, but we
That's all
did
it takes.
we did make it.
It's all it takes. It's all it takes. When y'all got done, did you feel good about it? Did you say, hey, well, I think we got a chance, or
No.
I
Really?
did, well, no, both of us did not this time. No,
Neither one. I mean, I'm going to say that I like the looks of Jason's chicken. I didn't taste it before he turned it in.
neither one of us did. We didn't taste this time. I was cutting my timeline very close
Yeah.
this time, closer than I wanted, and I was unable to. Well, we were unable to taste before turn in.
Yeah.
so you didn't taste the chicken, Jason?
No, honestly, no.
I mean, after turn-ins,
After turn in, yes, but
Yeah.
but before turn in, I
Yeah.
did not get to taste it. I was having to move.
yeah.
You happy after you turned it in? I know it's
No,
that's kind of
no,
it's kind
I
of a
was
moot
not
point.
happy.
You weren't happy.
No,
What didn't you like
Um,
about it?
I was a little worried about my skin pull.
Mhm.
I was the reason I was having to hurry is I had 2 pans, eight thighs in each pan, and the pan that I wanted to use that had the better looking thighs in it than what we turned in
Yeah.
wasn't getting done. It wasn't coming up to temp for I can't tell you why, but one pan was outrunning the other pretty significantly
Yeah.
when it comes to temp, and I didn't get to turn in the thighs that I wanted on actually.
No, the better looking thighs didn't get turned in.
Yeah,
Well, gosh, if they were better looking than those, they must have been really good looking, because I mean, you
They-
came in 6th.
Yeah. I mean, those looked fantastic in the box.
yes,
But-
Yeah.
but
They were bigger and kind of more plump looking chickens.
When you guys are doing this, do y'all get an adrenaline rush when y'all are in the heat of the battle?
Only at the end.
I'd say last 10 minutes.
Yeah, about the last 10 minutes when you're trying to get plated up and
We-
get your box ready.
Yeah, we've kind of got a routine when it's coming time. Let's say chickens first. Chicken turn in is at noon, and ribs are at 12:30. When I start, saucing, assembling the box, so to speak, we'll do, time. Where's my time? What time? And then somebody will start. It's 11:53. 11:57. And we'll kind of do that for each other. And of course we're still assisting each other that way, but yeah, we're just we're talking to each other as far as turn in times, because I mean you don't want to miss a turn in by any means.
No, especially on a 2 meat.
Yeah.
I mean, you might as well not turn in the second one then.
Yeah, I'd say the last 10 to 15 minutes is pretty adrenaline packed. It's crunch time.
Well, that's where you're going to win it or lose it.
Yeah.
Is in the last 15 minutes of your cook.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the truth.
Yeah.
That is the truth. So
Well-
when you guys get there to set up, y'all know that Jason, I'm the chicken guy, and Michael, I'm the rib guy, right?
Yep.
And you don't cross paths.
Not necessarily, but there is some.
We coordinate things.
Yeah, we assist each other and give feedback, and yeah.
Okay.
When Jason's prepping his chicken at the very end, I'm a second set of eyes, and we'll say, what are the better looking pieces of chicken?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll help him pick out the 6 that we like the best, or give him my opinion.
Sure.
And then when he's, trimming his chicken up, getting ready to sauce and whatever, I've got another set of eyes on that piece of chicken while he's doing what he needs to do to it.
Yep.
So, 4 eyes is
Jason,
better than 2.
Yeah. Do you prep yours before you go to the contest? I mean, you trim it and everything, or?
Yes.
So, Michael, do you do that? with your ribs?
This time I didn't. I prepped my chicken at
Your-
the competition,
your
or my
ribs.
my ribs at the competition this week.
Normally, we are both prepped,
Yeah.
trimmed, and vacuum packed for the competition. Michael,
I was lazy that week.
well, and it's not normal for Michael. Usually, he's he's raring to go and
Yeah.
got them vacuum packed and ready. But no, this time he trimmed on site.
I trimmed on site. I had a table set out there. People from the festival walking by and stopping and talking to me while I'm trimming ribs. And, it took me probably 30 minutes to trim 4 racks of ribs. And that's all. I mean, it was pretty fast.
It doesn't take long. Tell me,
No.
what was the crowd like? Did they come Friday night and Saturday, or was it anything?
This one was kind of different.
Yeah.
This one, we didn't realize it when we got there. It was kind of a campground setting, but they were actually having the county fair
Yeah.
on site.
Oh,
So we were competition cooking, and we had the Tilt-A-Whirl going next to us over here. They were selling funnel cakes next to us.
Yeah.
so you got a built-in audience then.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, we did this time,
Yeah.
but normally we don't really see that many passerbyers.
No,
Everyone's
not
gonna
this
do
time,
that.
Perry.
Michael had a little grill bonnet problem
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago. So did you like people coming around looking and interacting with you? I always thought that was kind of a cool thing.
Actually, I did.
We don't mind it to a point, but there
Yeah.
comes a time in competition to where you get these people that's coming by going, "Hey, do you have a sample?"
Yeah.
And we try not to be rude to anybody, but if you want to come back at 12:45 and get a sample, you can have all we've got left. That's no problem. If you are, the stress is over, our part's done. But when people walk up at 11:40 for me on chicken, and hey, y'all got anything? I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not being rude, but I can't talk to you right now. So, yeah.
They probably understand. They probably understand.
We hope.
Yeah.
And there's a good
But
picture.
for the most part, it's nice
guys
having
have to
people
do.
coming by and talking to you.
Yeah. That's a beautiful. Looks like a beautiful area. You said it's Tim Ford Lake.
Yes. Yeah.
That's really nice. That's really nice. Good for y'all. Good for y'all, man. I'm
Thank
so happy for y'all. So happy. This week we had something happen. Well, it wasn't this week, but it was there's John McGuire checking in. We'll talk about Johnny Max in just a little bit. He got a
We
special
appreciate
show
Owl's
for me.
Nest Nation too standing behind us. We've had
Oh,
we've
yeah.
had some stuff shared for us on the nation. We appreciate that community, that support. That
Yeah, Jeff Maxwell for sure. I mean, he posted a bunch of stuff in support of us.
Yeah,
we
that's
feel
good.
the love, much love.
Good thing. Hey, what I don't know if you guys read the paper. You both have heard of Hoff sauce, right?
Yeah.
Y'all, do either one of y'all ever use it, Jason?
I've got some in the house.
I do not.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
They went out of business or closed up, and our buddy Alvin called me the other night. He wanted to know if we had any substitutes for Hoff sauce. He was very, very disheartened about this because he's such a fan of Aaron's stuff. What are you? Any of you guys are a hot sauce connoisseur? I'm not.
Well,
I'm personally not. I don't mind a little bit
Yeah.
of it, but I'm not I don't do a lot of heat.
I've got a brand that I wanted to tell you about, Steve. It's a
Yeah.
local brand out of Canton, Georgia. It's called Southern Singe, and it's a garlicky hot sauce. He only has one flavor, and it's a hot sauce with a garlic finish, and it's really good. Cameron Cordell's the guy that owns it, and he's a really nice guy.
And tell me what it's called again.
Southern Singe, Singe, Southern Singe.
Southern.
Sounds
It has a
fun.
garlic taste to it.
It's a garlic finish, yeah. It's very unique.
Well, Alvin, maybe if he's listening, he might be interested in picking some of that up. I really hated to see Aaron and his wife go out, close the doors, but I certainly understand there's all sorts of weird stuff going on this time right now,
Oh yeah.
and I wish them luck. Maybe somebody will buy it and continue it where they can just keep their creativity going there because they're two of them very creative people. If you've got if anybody out there's got a hot sauce recommendation, Daniel Bauer says Hoff's is good stuff. I'm going to miss it. Us too, Daniel. I bought it before. I'm not a real hot sauce guy, but some of his like regular stuff isn't. I like a little bite, just something a little to make it interesting.
Yeah, I don't mind a little heat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like that. Well, guys, congratulations to y'all. I think that's so good.
Thank you.
And third place, man. And you said you were how much out of first?
Just a few points.
I don't have a clue.
Well,
I haven't
out
had a look.
of second place, we're a little over a point.
Oh yeah. We missed RGC by like 1.4 points.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're there. You're knocking on the door.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, if I had won my drop score decision,
Mhm.
we would have RGC'd it.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
That
So you're
that
close.
dadgum chicken guy he can't carry his end.
So what's the next stop?
Ditto Landing for us.
Yeah.
Well, both of us are doing the honeybee in Lafayette.
With different
Mhm.
people. I'm cooking with Anthony, and Jason's cooking with Billy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna compete against each other, but it's all good. It's all friendly, But no, Michael and I come back together for Ditto Landing June the 11th and 12th.
Yeah.
Where's that at?
I believe it's right out of Oneonta, Alabama, south of Huntsville, I think.
Is that part of that Alabama Trail, Michael?
It is.
That-
Yeah.
That points race?
Yep.
That's a good idea. That's a
Michael
good
and I
idea.
have 3 more of those to do, counting Ditto Landing.
Well, good for y'all. I'm thinking I'm real happy for y'all, and I hope the next time we get you on is going to be because you won one.
Wouldn't that be
Yeah,
nice?
We're trying.
How cool!
Yeah.
How cool would that be? I want to leave y'all with just a little. I've got just a little present for y'all. Here you go.
Oh Lord, look here.
Oh.
This
That's pretty good.
That's a bro hug right there. I like
Yeah.
that.
That is funny, but now look, I don't know that we can believe anything we see on this podcast anymore.
Not from now on, you can't. not since we've entered the AI world.
Yes, y'all, for the people watching, Steve has discovered AI this week, so he's playing with AI videos.
It's amazing. I'm telling you, folks. It's scary and amazing. Because I challenge you. Tell me that doesn't look real.
It really does, actually.
I mean, it's the real thing right there.
Hey, if we had won that competition, I guarantee you, I would have hugged.
I hugged, yeah.
Oh, that's Billy's going to be down at the Ditto Landing too, so that'll be it.
Grill Billy.
The pro staffers are going to be representing Alsness Barbecue Supply well, and I appreciate that, guys.
That's good though, because I mean that we these people that we've been competing against, I mean, there's some heavy hitters out there. That we're cooking backyard division in KCBS, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, these guys that they're not slouches. I mean, they're essentially pro cooks cooking on a backyard side, and they we raised a few eyebrows this weekend for sure. They knew we were there.
Well, they call it backyard just because there's the number of, you don't do 4 meats, you just do 2.
Sure.
And I think that's a great option because a lot of people don't want to do 4 meats. It takes a longer time, and but you're being judged by the same people that judge the master class.
Yep.
So you're being judged by the same people, and they know what good barbecue is. If it's a great feeling to win a GC in a contest, John, I wouldn't know. But these two guys are going to know before too long. I guarantee you.
We're chasing that high.
Yeah,
they're knocking on the door. You guys want to hang around? Let's do the food picks.
Sure.
All right, let's do it. We'll start it out here. There's Jason and Michael's chicken, 7th place chicken right there. There they are getting their trophy pictures. That's a good one. I like those shorts, Jason. Let's see. There's Michael's ribs. Brent Hilliard checked in this week with some chicken wings he made with the Hey Grill chicken wing box, and those things are fantastic. Michael, you had those, haven't you? Have you had those yet?
I have not tried them yet. I think Billy has.
I had some of Billy's at Battle Below the Clouds. They were really good.
Yeah, they're good. That stuff is good. And there is David Roberts' rib right there. We're going to talk more about David here in just a second. Perry Collins checked in. He said he couldn't wait till Monday, so he put some burgers on the Old Country Pit portable grill. That little grill is a cooker right there. Those look good, Perry. Those look real good. Steve Davidson, look at these ribs. He tried a new recipe, he said, and those things are beautiful.
Yep.
So good job there.
Third the other day. That looks like a good 4th place rib, I guess.
And there's James Webb, the guy that won the pork sandwich contest down at the Smoke Slam this past weekend. 24 7-ounce barbecue sandwiches in 10 minutes, and won by half of a sandwich. Half of a sandwich. So that was an awesome performance by James Webb, the eating wonder from down under. There's Heath Ross and his wife right after they won the Memphis in May this past weekend. And there's Robbie Royal and his crew. There's Robbie right in the middle right, holding forward his son, and they won Smoke Slam. So this show is about all the winners this week, and you guys are so close. But you know when you're in 3rd place, when you're sitting there at awards, you're thinking, man, we've got a chance. And that's all you ask for is just a shot. You know what?
Well,
if you don't get called, if you don't get called, you're not in it. And when you get those calls, you know that, man, you're so close.
When we were at awards and they started with chicken, Jason got his 7th place call. I mean, I knew that he was going to get a call. And I was happy for Jason. So they got through the chicken. They started on the ribs. I'm thinking in my mind, I've got a 7th place to a 10th place rib. Maybe 12, 7 to 12. Wasn't super happy with them, but, I felt okay about them. They started calling 10, 9, 8. I didn't get a call. Got up to 5th place, and I'm thinking, I'm not getting a call today. This is not going to happen. Just suck it up, Buttercup. Let's move on to the next competition. They got to 3rd place and called my name, and I was so surprised. I was like, you got to be kidding me. A 3rd place call? And they were some of the, I'm not going to say worst ribs I've cooked, but I've had some I thought that were more tender and probably tasted better. But the judges liked those.
That's all that matters. It's all that matters.
That's what's amazing with this competition stuff is trying to figure out what the judges want.
Yeah. It's a moving target every week, every time.
Yeah. Somebody said the other day, it's 50% skill, 50% luck.
Yeah.
Depending on what table you get put on. So
I think it's 80-20 skill over luck. I really do.
It could be. I mean, yeah. I mean, for sure. I mean, execution of the cook is definitely important.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't go in there and just throw a cook together and expect to get a call.
No, don't sell yourself short. They know as well as we know how that meat's supposed to taste, how it's supposed to be tender. That you can't. It's not going to all fall off the bone, but it's not going to be hard to get off the bone either, and stuff like that.
It's definitely a. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and we're cooking. I'm going to Costco and Walmart and buying my ribs. I'm not spending a ton of money. I took 4 racks of ribs. I cooked 4. I spent $40-something on 4 racks of ribs.
Yeah. We talked to a guy Saturday after the contest. Right now he's sitting at number 1.
Yeah.
KCBS backyard number 1 position in the country. He's spending $600 a week.
Yep.
On his meat bill.
And he's just cooking two meats, right?
2 meats. And he's going through that many pieces of chicken and that much ribs to get what he cooks on competition day.
Wow.
And we're taking 3 to 4 racks of ribs, whatever chicken that Jason trims up.
He told me the other day, I was asking him chicken questions, and he says he went through he's ordering his chicken. He's not ordering, Sam's Club chicken. He's ordering the prime birds. He went through a trimming and went through a whole case of chicken thighs and called his buddy to come get them because he was not happy with them.
Yeah.
He basically culled a whole case and give them
chicken
away.
Thighs?
Yeah.
Chicken thighs.
We could have cooked 10 competitions with that.
So, but I mean, that just shows you
Yeah.
like what it takes to be, what we're competing against.
Right.
Yeah.
That caliber of a cook, a team.
That guy won it this past weekend, Dog Patch
He
Barbecue.
did not.
No.
He did not.
Didn't?
No.
He placed 15th.
Yeah.
But they
my
normally
goodness.
do real well.
They do really well. I
Yeah.
mean, they're the number 1 team in the backyard division right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, but they're spending the money to do what they're doing. 30-something competitions, $600 a week in meat bills. I mean, they're spending the money to be there.
So John Harrison says he's obviously a competitor. There is fortune in your box going to a good table, but it's more cooking than meat probably. I agree with that 100%, John.
Yeah, there was a
Sometimes
guy. We
you
weren't
land on
cooking
one of
it the weekend before. Where were they at? I don't remember. They did a competition. It was a double. They cooked
Yeah.
I don't know if it was a 2 meat or a 3 meat, but it was a double. They competed on Saturday and Sunday, back to back. He cooked the exact same profile 2 days in a row. Saturday, he won it. Sunday, he went back and cooked the same thing, like 25th.
Yeah.
It's like I mean, he's like, there's not that much difference in the flavor. He cooked the exact same profile, the same method. It could have been table.
I always wanted to get 2 teams. And you're not allowed to cook together, but you could cheat. 2 teams to cook together, and then both of them turn in the exact same from the same cook, the same meat, and turn them in and see how they did.
Yep, it'll score different. I guarantee it.
I'm sure as long as KCBS has been around, I'm sure somebody's done that.
Oh yeah.
And just to make a point. Well, fellas, good for y'all. Congratulations. And y'all get out to the store and buy something this week.
We'll try
Sound
to get
good?
out there and see you.
All right,
You've
sounds
got
good.
a bottle of rub waiting on me.
Say what?
You've got a bottle of rub waiting on me that you
I
said
do.
back. I got to get there to get it.
I did set it back. All right, Michael, there you go. Appreciate you very much. Michael Williams, Jason Penley, Mind If I Smoke Barbecue. Third place finish this past weekend at the High on the Hog barbecue contest in Winchester, Tennessee. Congratulations, guys. You did great. You made us proud back here. Don't forget, if you need some extra barbecue this weekend and you don't feel like cooking, our buddy David Roberts down in Ringgold is taking orders. David's number is 423 680 2680. 423 680 2680. And if you want to get a hold of me, I'll be glad to send David messages and get you hooked up. He's going to have pickup this weekend. I think his pickup's going to be Sunday. David he's a good cook, and he's got a great facility where he cooks at, and he got great smokers, and he'll do a good job, and he'll give you something proud to serve to your friends on Memorial Day, as we remember those who served and lost their lives for us. Also, coming up at 8 in just a few minutes, over on the Pit Life Barbecue Facebook page or the Pit Life Barbecue YouTube channel, our buddy Johnny Maggs from New Hampshire on the Pit Life Barbecue Show, his special guest tonight will be Malcolm Reed. And if you're a fan of Malcolm's, make sure you tune in to Johnny and watch Johnny interview Malcolm. Malcolm is always a good interview, always has funny things to say, and he's always interesting, and he loves to talk barbecue. This show may go on 3 hours. That's just the way Malcolm is. So that's at 8 o'clock tonight on the Pit Life Barbecue Show on YouTube and on Facebook, the Pit Life Barbecue Show with John McGuire, Johnny Maggs. And you'll really, really enjoy that. I promise you. We're going to get out of here. No show next Saturday, no show next Monday because it is Memorial Day. But we'll be at the store all day. Of course, we'll be open on Saturday for until 3 o'clock. And we look forward to seeing you there. So don't miss a chance to come see us. And don't miss a chance to come buy something from us and improve and make your backyard cook a lot better by visiting Al's Barbecue Supply in Ooltewah. And we'll see you then. It's not working. Why isn't it working? It never works when I want it to work.